August favourites, and you'll be pleased to know, or maybe not, that they're going to be quite quick this month because I have... the wheels have totally fallen off this holiday, this summer holiday. I think because I didn't put any measures in place to sort of reduce my workload and didn't probably plan it very well, and I've become really unstuck. And so to kind of save my marriage and my family, I am doing my favourites a little bit early, and I'm kind of going to clock off until the kids go back to school. Yes! Oh God, where are the things that I was going to show you? The first thing, that's a bit of a spoiler in the background there, and I'm not going to show that until September. So let's just, I'm in my cabin. I'm in the cabin. This wall has been painted. It's called London Clay. It was the same colour. It wasn't the same colour as that before. It was like a wishy-washy, horrible, drab kind of wash of white stain on it, and it didn't look right. So now I've had it painted and it looks really good. So thanks for that, Rich, my resident man, well, husband, but man that does all of the jobs that I say I need to do this. I'm going to just grab two of my favourites for you. And on the way, you're going to see my first favourite, which is these shorts. Now, look, my mum would be horrified by these shorts because they're just so bad, aren't they? They're these running shorts from Adidas, and they are, I mean, they're just not what you should. My mum would say, don't go out in polite society wearing these. I have worn them with absolutely everything. What a crazy little mix of things I've got for you today. I told you you'd be racing through. So yeah, these shorts, I'm about to buy them in a different colour because they do a few different colourways. Let me just move my seat along. They're just so comfy. I kind of wish though that I could find the same shorts but not shiny. It's the shininess that does it, you know, that lets them down, I think, isn't it? So, favourite number 2. I haven't opened a beauty product for a long time and used it and had such an instant love and reaction of, oh my God, as I did with this. I didn't even know Weleda made a cleansing balm. I'm a long-term fan of the Skin Food and the Skin Food Light, which are moisturisers. They smell amazing. And they do a Skin Food cleansing balm. Oh my God, this is incredible. The texture of it, the smell of it, the way it works so well, just everything. You can use it over eye makeup. It gets off mascara really well. And it just has this, look at this. It's really travel friendly because it's a lightweight tube, not a pot. It's got this sort of oil gel texture that you could massage in for hours, and I just don't think that it would break down. But then it rinses off really easily, or flannels off. Oh my God, the smell of it being released into the air, it's just so fragrant, so citrusy. I just think, God, what an absolute treat this balm is. Really, really amazing. I used it and I was actually making noises in the bathroom as I was using it because I was so shocked at how much I liked it straight away. I mean, I'm a big fan anyway of cleansing balms. They're my favourite types of cleansers. And, oh God, it leaves such a good, comfortable residue on the skin as well. I mean, I know that's because I haven't washed it off, but you know, it doesn't feel too greasy, but I could, even though I've rubbed it off, I can still keep on going. It's just so good. And it's about, I've seen it between about £12 and £15, which I think is a phenomenal price for the quality of this product. Just mega impressed with it. Can you tell I like it? I really like this balm. How nice as well, because for ages you couldn't get good cleansing balms that were not up at that luxury price point of the sort of 40, 50 quid a pot, which is, you know, punchy. You couldn't really get that many that were down in the lower price point, and you don't even need very much of this, you know. I just think it's a really good one. Really enjoying this. I've got about 10 pages to go, so I know exactly what's going to happen. Do you know what it feels like? It feels like, I don't know whether you've watched Doc Martin. So Doc Martin is a TV series, very long running, about a little village in Cornwall and a doctor that comes from London, a surgeon, to be a very sort of small town doctor, GP in Cornwall. And it's all about his life, and it's all about the people that live in this seaside village. And it's absolutely brilliant. Doc Martin is probably the reason that I moved out of London, because I used to watch it with Rich and we just thought the scenery was amazing. And we used to say, oh my God, imagine just not looking out and seeing all these other houses, but looking out and seeing nothing, sea or whatever. And that was what first sparked me as well, to have this mission in my head that I was going to get out of London and live in an area I wanted to live in and make it work. And we lived in lots of different places before we made it here, and we don't live where Dr. Martin lives, which is actually Port Isaac. It's not called Port Isaac in the TV series. Where am I going with this? Anyway, I don't live there. I live here just south of Bath in a beautiful little village, but that's what sparked the whole thing off and really made me think. I had this sort of physical reaction when I used to watch it, thinking, I want to live somewhere that makes me feel like that. Anyway, this reminds me of Doc Martin, but in book form. It's really nice. It's really gentle. It's got loads of humour to it. Nothing. I feel like nothing is really happening. It's just all washing over me. And it's just such an easy read, but really lovely. And the world is brilliantly created. I'm really in that world, you know. This is beautifully, absolutely beautifully written, and it's got really complex characters, and you want to know what happens to them, and you feel engrossed in it. But it's just easy in that it feels really optimistic and happy and sunny, and it's the perfect summer read. Apart from my book, How Not to Be a Supermodel, it's the perfect summer read. It's called Welcome to Glorious Tuga. Should have said that at the beginning, shouldn't I? I'm losing the plot. Down you go. This is a weird one, but I've been thinking about it all week because I've got another project on the go. It's property related. I'm not moving house, and I've had to start looking for bits and pieces. One of the things that I was looking for, and I need to change in the Dorset Nook, which is the holiday let that we own and run, that's down in Dorset. I want to refresh the towels. Because I bought these really nice, really expensive ones, but they just haven't washed very well. They haven't stayed fluffy. So I have been researching who does the best high quality fluffy towels that will stay fluffy. Anyway, as I was looking at towels on Marks and Spencer's, tea towels came up, and it reminded me how much I love these tea towels that I bought. Sorry, this is so random, but I think I mentioned these in my Books and Chocks video at the end of last year, or maybe it was in the blog post, and I was saying that, you know, if you were buying somebody a cookbook, these tea towels, they do them in loads of different striped colours, are a brilliant thing that you could put in with it, and maybe a packet of spices or something like that. I don't know. But I just think they're really stylish. They're really inexpensive. They wash really well. The white hasn't really lost its colour. They still look really fresh. I've had them for years. They've been washed a million times. And they look good in any kind of style of house. I really like the green and white and the blue and white if you had a more traditional country style house. But I think that the red, if you've got a mid-century style house, goes really well with woody tones, and that it kind of looks quite sharp and graphic, but it's not bright red, so it doesn't look too primary colours and, you know, too jolly. I'm getting really deep in with this tea towel, aren't I? But I just need you to know that they're really good tea towels. And I think it's because my mind is just totally focused on interior stuff at the moment. It just popped into my head. Just a little tea towel tip for you. Don't say that I don't keep it mixed up. All right? I reckon we can get this video to 10 minutes. Bosh, in, watch it, out. And then you can just miss me until September. Fifth thing, right? And this is also interiors based. So I was looking for, to go in this space behind me, an apothecary chest. You know, these big tall chests, and they've got loads of tiny drawers in. And I want an antique one. I have been doing my usual rounds of the places that I look. Vinteria, First Dibs, Pomono, eBay, Etsy, in that order. And then I found this website. How amazingly stylish is this website? It's called Praise the Hoard, and every single thing on there is just so beautifully picked. It reminds me of a website, I don't know whether they're still up and running. Let me have a look. It reminds me of this website, Fears and Khan. So Fears and Khan is all kind of mid-century stuff, and it's very, you know, it's very specifically curated. And I have to admit, the few things that I asked prices on, it was pretty expensive. Praise the Hoard reminded me a lot in terms of it just being really stylish, really simple, and not too much stuff on there. So if you were looking for something really special, even if it's just an object, not necessarily furniture, it could be a lamp, it could be a sculpture or a vase or whatever, really, really special, worth a look. But I love the fact that somebody has curated it with a really good eye. And I think on the Praise the Hoard, the way they've photographed it as well and lit it, and it's all that moodiness, just makes everything look so amazing. I love all the little dolls' houses. I know they're not dolls' houses, but the model houses, oh my God, just amazing. So if Rich is watching, which he won't be because he doesn't have any social media anymore, I would like one of those houses for my birthday, please. Thank you very much. Right, that's all of my favourites for this month. Have a great rest of the summer, and I will see you in the beginning of September when we will be back on target. I've got loads to tell you. I've got loads of content to make. I'm very invigorated with ideas at the moment. Also just had a kombucha can, and I'm sure it's got caffeine in. I don't know what makes me think that, but every time I have one, I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And make sure you go and check out my blog post, which was a kind of diary entry, because that's been very popular. And subscribe to my Substack, because then you will get posts rather than having to search them out and thinking, God, when is she going to do something? I post on there every single week. So just subscribe. It's free.